All right, welcome back. We had a little trouble switching. 11:40, we just started. Bethel won the face-off, takes it back behind their net. There's Sullivan back behind his net. Sullivan just holds it, continues to hold it. He decides to take it out far side. On the rink, you have Johnson, Delamorte, Winkleman, and Fordyce. Delamorte makes him come back from behind. Sullivan looks up. Looks like we're going to try to force the play to fit our style. Fordyce takes it. Goes right up to Delamorte. Delamorte has Winkleman in. Delamorte toe drag. Backhands it. Misses far side of the net. That's going to come right out to Johnson. Johnson corrals it. He's going to come back to Fordyce. Bethel leads 1-0 after 2 periods. And Delamorte keeps it on his stick. Centers it up to Johnson. Johnson shot off the left leg pad of Wedbush. Over to Fordyce. Fordyce takes a look. He tried to go over to Delamorte. Knocked down out of the air by Fordyce. And that's Johnson back line. Try to go around to Fordyce. That's going to be, we have a power play opportunity. As they're saying it was played with a high stick, or they got a penalty. I don't know what it is. And that's going to be Fordyce bringing it up. Fordyce comes across. 5 skaters on the rink now on a delayed penalty against Bethel. Fordyce and Winkleman playing catch. And that's down to Berger. Berger here, mid circle. Back to Fordyce. Fordyce takes a look. Going to go over to Winkleman. Winkleman over to Delamorte. You got Johnson right in front of the goalie. Going to be back to Winkleman. Over to Fordyce. Fordyce takes a look. Back to Winkleman. Winkleman takes a look. He goes down to Delamorte. Delamorte and Winkleman get it. And Ken is going to be chipping to touch it up. 9:54 left here in the game. 1-0 Bethel leads. They just give up a power play. As Sullivan's going to get called. We'll see what the call is. I didn't see it. Is that what it's going to be? The holding. Sullivan gets called for holding. Power play opportunity for Lindenwood. Delamorte, Johnson, Berger, and Chow. That's one back to Johnson. It goes back to Chow. Chow goes over to Berger. Back to Chow. Over to Delamorte. Delamorte down to Johnson. Johnson doesn't even square up. He plays it off the board to Delamorte. Delamorte squeezes them in a bit tighter. Came back to Chow. Knocked off his stick by Hurt a little bit. Quick shot. Glove with all the traffic in front. Glove by Wedbush. Wedbush seeing the puck. We're going to have a face-off to his right-hand side. 1:37 left in the power play for Lindenwood. On the face-off, one back to Chow. Chow goes far side to Delamorte. Delamorte right across the Berger. Berger tried to get it in. That goes off the stick of Rowe up into the corner. Delamorte had it in the corner. Mahaffey tries to pitchfork it out. That's going to be picked up by Chow. Chow settles down the rolling puck. He comes in near side to Berger. Berger takes a look. Goes down to Johnson. Quick kind of tip. Glove by Wedbush. Wedbush is on. Delamorte on the draw. He's got Chow right behind him. He pulls it back. Chow going to come back and get it. 1:08 left in the power play. That's going to come near side to Berger. Berger back to Chow. Chow over to Delamorte. Delamorte takes a look down to Johnson. Johnson back in. Tried to backhand it in. That's knocked away by the goalie and a couple sticks. Oh, Delamorte just throws it. He goes over the right shoulder of Wedbush as he was still down. That's 1-1 on a power play goal by Delamorte. Delamorte picked it up as it came out. Saw the goalie stay down a second longer than he needed to and put it right past the shoulder of Wedbush. That has to be somewhere around the 30th shot Wedbush has faced in this game, I'm guessing. So Kurse, Krapewski, Fordyce, and Winkleman. Up it comes. Kurse trying to get it. Him and Rowe fighting for it. Down goes Krapewski to try to help. That's trapped against the far side. Out it pops. Lindsay can't get it. Krapewski fights for it. Comes near over to Winkleman. Over to Fordyce. Fordyce had Kurse. Kurse get in front. Fordyce put that shot right behind Kurse. And Lindsay going to pick it up. That's played back to Santorelli from Lindsay. And now Lindsay will settle it down back behind the goal. 8:15 left here in the game. 1-1. Delamorte just gets a power play goal. as he got a rebound and just half slapped it at the net into the top corner over the right shoulder of the goalie. That's Lindsay and Santarelli playing catch. That's going to be sent all the way down to Winkleman. Winkleman plays it off the board to nobody. Going to be picked up by Bethel. Bethel, Silva goes back behind his net. And they look to come out near side to Santarelli. That's picked up by Fordyce. Fordyce over to Winkleman. Winkleman tried to come back to Karpusky. That was behind him. And that comes back to Kirsch. Kirsch tips it up to Winkleman. Winkleman and Karpusky dance around a bit. And Winkleman takes a look. Winkleman, quick shot, missed far side. And it's going to be picked up by Winkleman. Winkleman far side. He leaves it for Karpusky. Karpusky comes in. Kirsch drives the middle. Karpusky follows him. Shot off the left leg pad of Wedbush. Karpusky keeps the puck. Comes back to Winkleman. Winkleman has Fordyce here. Kirsch pops out far side. Winkleman steps in around. Going to be picked up by Winkleman off his stick. Winkleman takes a look. He looks, backhands it. That goes near side, trapped by the right pad and the post. 1-1, 60-54 left here in the game. Bethel Lindenwood in a good one. Face off to the right-hand side of Wedbush. Della Morte, Berger, Chow, and Duran's now on for Lindenwood. You have Zano, Matthews, Sullivan, and Mahaffey on for Bethel. On the draw is Zano. Tied up, one back by Della Morte to Chow. Chow goes far side to Berger. Berger going to pick it up. He's going to go back to Chow. Chow comes right up to Della Morte. Della Morte in 1-on-3 now. Here comes Duran's. Della Morte again takes a look. He gets it knocked off his stick by Zano. Then steps Della Morte. He's going to soft it back to Chow. Chow goes over to Berger. Berger looks, comes in. He's got his guy behind him. Tried to slide it up. Couldn't get it on the stick of Berger. And back comes Sullivan with speed. Knocked off. And that's going to be Berger and Duran's. Duran's tried to soft it up. The Berger can't get it through. That's played off the boards up to Matthews by Sullivan. Played right to Duran's. Duran's leaves it for Chow. Chow's going to come in. He's got his guy behind him. He's also got, can't be caught by Berger. That's going to be picked up by Mahaffey for Bethel. Bethel comes in near side. Shot turned away by Robinson, picked right up by Mahaffey. And Duran's. Mahaffey will curl back behind the Lindenwood zone. And it's going to be, Della Morte didn't get enough on it. Mahaffey steps right in and gets it. Chow's got him pinned. Berger is there. And now here comes Duran's. Duran's is going to move the pile, but then they blow it dead. 5:33 left here in the game. 1-1 is the score. Out comes Karpusky, Kirst, and Fordyce, and looks like Winkleman. Kirst on the draw. Hurdle. Chipping. Sullivan and Rowe. Face-off goes sideways. Kirst pokes it out. Him and Fordyce go in together. Fordyce gets up, goes up to Kirst. Kirst picks it up, comes right to Karpusky. They're 2-on-3 into the zone. Kirst and Karpusky. Karpusky tried to get it through and can't. Tipped up, picked up by Fordyce. Fordyce, quick shot, just goes over. Kirst tried to get it on the board. Kirst has it down in the corner. That's Fordyce back in the middle. Can't get it. Knocked out of there by Hurdle. And it's going to be Winkleman goes back to get it. Winkleman goes back behind. 5:03 left here in the game. Fordyce comes by. Fordyce picks it up far side. He takes a look. He's going to leave it back for Winkleman. Winkleman going to pick it up. He goes right back up to Fordyce. Fordyce in. 1-on-1. Into the back of the net. Right by that near post. That's Fordyce from Winkleman. 2-1. 4:49 left here in the game. And Lindenwood takes their first lead of the game. Bethel takes a timeout to catch a little breather. And a fine game here so far. Bethel takes their first lead of the game off of Winkleman to Fordyce. They played catch on that far side. Well, everybody kind of draw this way. Fordyce had it and had the room, and he put it right over the left shoulder of Wedbush. And again, I think Wedbush has faced somewhere around 35 shots so far. So that's been pretty good. Both teams over getting a breather during a timeout. It looks like that same line is going to stay out that just scored for Lindenwood. That will be Krapewski Kirst, Fordyce. Oh, new D coming in. Krapewski Kirst, Durand, and out comes, that's Chow. And now out comes Durand. Kirst on the draw. Faceoff goes sideways. Pile of bodies. Kirst kicks it out. And he mishits it. It's going to be taken by Chipping. Chipping plays it back. Going to play it all the way back down to Sandarelli. Sandarelli settles in behind his net. Kirst comes back. And Sandarelli comes out near side. He comes right up to Hurdle. Hurdle comes in, drops it for Rowe. Rowe, quick shot, knocked down and kicked out by Durand. And Sandarelli is going to pick it up mid-range. They go right down. That's going to be played all the way back down. Krapewski comes up. Wedbush plays it near side to Chipping. Chipping and Kirst. Kirst makes him go wide. That shot goes off Chow's inside of his foot. Going to be pitchforked out by Rowe. 4 minutes even left now in the game. And Kirst out. On comes Delamorte. In comes Rowe. Over skates. Delamorte picks it up. Has Krapewski with him. Delamorte shot off the stick of Santarelli. Up and out of play. 3:48 left now in the game. 2-1. Lindenwood leads off of a power play goal by Fordyce from Winkleman. Going to be Johnson on the draw. Johnson, Delamorte, Durand, and Chow on now. Puck bounces around, all the way around. And that's going to be Sullivan going down. And we're going to see a penalty on Johnson as he leaned in a little hard from behind. They called on both. They're calling a coincidental minor on both. Sullivan kind of grabbed it, but Johnson was leaning from behind. He sold it pretty good. But coincidental minor, so we'll be 4-on-4. Should be 4-on-4 as we drop the puck here for resumption of play with 3:40 left here in the game. 2-1, Lindenwood leads. Shouldn't be 3-on-3. You never go 3-on-3. You never play 3-on-3. They're playing 3-on-3 hockey here now. It's not usually how it's done, but that's one back by Delamorte to Chow. Chow goes high off the boards, looking to catch Delamorte. That's way out in front, and Wedbush comes up and gets it right back up to Mahaffey. Mahaffey going to leave it for Rowe. So a little 3-on-3 hockey here for 1:37. 3:16 left in the game. 2-1, Lindenwood leads. Bethel goes back behind theirs. That is Rowe back behind his net. He's got Mahaffey and Hurdle with him. And that's going to, Rowe steps out from behind, goes back. 1:22 left in 3-on-3 hockey. Rowe has it near side. He's going to play it all the way back to Mahaffey. They may just take their chance full strength, which probably makes sense for Bethel. They're full strength now, but get it back to 4-on-4 and play. Mahaffey comes in, just looking for an opening. He throws it. That goes wide. That's going to be picked up by Chow. Chow on the far side. He's going to drop it back to Delamorte. Delamorte toe drags Mahaffey. 3-on-2 in the zone. Delamorte looks, cuts mid-ring. Oh, that went inside the pad and stopped by the left pad of Wedbush. And I don't think Delamorte can believe that was stopped. Face off to the left-hand side of Wedbush. 2:25 left in the game. They got 45 seconds on one penalty, 46 on the other, and they went in together. Delamorte on the draw. He's got Fordyce and Chow with him. Delamorte wins it forward to himself. He picks it up out of the corner. It's going to be knocked up to Fordyce. Fordyce going to take a look. He's just going to skate it back to his zone. Lindenwood doesn't have to be in a hurry, and they know that. They've all played high level here. So it's going to be Fordyce back behind. He takes a look. He skates it up slowly. Comes right up to Chow. Chow going to go back in. 1:56 left now in the game. Chow comes up to Fordyce. 13 seconds left now in the coincidental minor. And Delamorte skates it around. Delamorte looks, puts it off the board to Chow. Tipping, hustling back. Chow goes back to Fordyce. Fordyce with a quick shot. Missed everything. And the Happy going to pick it up. Too many men on the rink for Bethel as miscommunication. And that's going to be a penalty on Bethel for too many men. Delamorte should be over there asking to decline the penalty because we've not been great on the power play. Wedbush has had something to do with it. So going to be a minute 33 power play opportunity. No power play. There we go. All right. Minute 33. Bethel's going to finish the game shorthanded, not left-handed. And so you've got Delamorte, Berger, Johnson, and Delamorte almost walked it in. Johnson and Chow. Delamorte picks it up our side. We don't have to do anything. We can just keep puck possession. I'm assuming we'll be pretty patient at this. Chow just holds it. And a minute 16 left on the clock. Chow continues as Bethel stretches out their penalty kill. Plays catch on the far side with Delamorte. Delamorte looks. Comes back to Chow. Chow over to Delamorte. They keep it near side. Berger catches it. He's going to curl. He sends it all the way back down. This is a opportunity where you don't have to be aggressive on the power play. That's going to be Chow taking it back to his end. Chow takes a look all the way down to Delamorte. Just secure passes. Don't do anything stupid. Delamorte and Chow continue to play catch. I'll be surprised if many other guys touch the puck at this point. 34 seconds left now in the game. He comes near side to Berger. Berger right back to Chow. Chow up to Berger. Berger across to Delamorte. Delamorte going to take a look. Comes to Johnson. Johnson should pitchfork that out. He's not. He tries to pin it near side. You're not going to move Johnson off the puck. They're going to come out high. And probably would have been wiser to just pull that back to Chow than trying to square up. Face off high here. Delamorte, Chow, Johnson, and Berger. On the draw, Delamorte steps in. Bouncing puck. Forced out by Johnson. Chow tries to play it off. Knocked down by Mahaffey. They try to play it right up the row. And they're going to leave it for Berger to go. 4 seconds left now in the game. Berger going to control it. And that will be it for the regionals for the Division 1 and 2. As power play goal from Fordyce is the difference in a 2-1 win by Lindenwood. Bethel, Kyle Wedbush had a great game in goal for Bethel. Bethel played the right hockey and Wedbush played his soul out and faced numerous shots. I'll let you watch the final handshake. And that will be it here from regionals.